or the return to their outing.
Yes, dear sister. Let's play hide and seek. I'm it.
Alice, I do all of her games such as that. Plus, I'm on a great exciting part of my book, and I do not wish to be distressed.
It has no pictures or conversation in it. What is the use of a book without pictures or conversation?
The words create views in my head as I read quite nicely. Now, shh, and go play.
I know. How about making daisy chains with me? You can help me thread the stems.
Why don't you try making them yourself and show me the results a bit later? You're my darling sister, and we can play later, but I really want to do this book.
But I'm so bored. Sister!
What?
Did you see that rabbit? It was all white, and it had a pocket, and pulled a watch out of it. Whoever heard of a rabbit with a pocket and a watch to take out of it? It hopped on a large pole under the hedge.
Very.
Just the right amount to fit through the doorway. Here goes nothing.
Now I'm the perfect size. Is that where I am? Wonderland? Oh dear, I'm late. Please wait, I have so many questions. Up in the field, he seemed to be the same size as another rabbit. But down here, he's large indeed. Or maybe I've gotten smaller. I wish I hadn't fallen. I wish my sister would poke her head down and say, "Come up again, Alex. I don't want to be all alone down here." Who's that? There's no blood here. I'm simply crying.
Stop sobbing, I'm drowning.
Oh, my foot's wet. My tears are making a large puddle.
If you weren't so big, you would have made this ocean.
I'm not big. I'm small. At least I think I am.
Don't think it's drier that way.
Oh, Mouse, do you know the way out of this pool? I'm tired of swimming about.
I don't know why I should tell you anything. Getting salty soup.
Mouse, please don't go.
There's not much sleep to say. You're not very comfortable.
But how am I to get to shore?
What do you do, lecturer?
I don't do too well, thank you. I'm not a very good swimmer.
Don't worry, the polar jumps in the bullet.
How is that possible? Anything is possible in Wonderland.
Please think backwards.
Backwards?
Think what it was before you started to cry. Look.
I'll try.
What are you doing? What?
I'm crying.
I'm uncomfortable.
If I were back home, I'd fetch some fluffy towels. Well, you're not back home. So that isn't helpful.
Be helpful. I can sing something. Like what? A song, perhaps? Okay. What part shall I sing first? The encore. I'm not a real song, you know. I'm a love turtle. So when I sing, you should expect to hear a real song. Beautiful soup, so rich and green, waiting in a hot tureen. Food for some dainty wood, not soup. Soup of the evening, beautiful soup. Soup of the evening, beautiful, beautiful soup. Soup of the evening, beautiful, beautiful soup. Beautiful soup, who cares for fish, game, or any other fish? Who would not give all else for two? Pennyworth only a beautiful soup, pennyworth only a beautiful soup. Soup of the evening, beautiful, beautiful soup.
That song is quite nice, but sad. I'm afraid I'm still wet. How am I to get dry?
The best way to dry is a caucus race.
What is a caucus race?
The best way to explain it is to actually do it. Let's go. Here's the goal. You agree?
I do believe there's going to be a winner.
When do we stop? Whenever we like.
You're back to me as well. Okay, pick it up now.
Quite out of breath. I'm dry. Who has won? Everybody has won. And all of us have prizes.
Prizes, prizes. Prizes.
Who's to give the prizes?
But she, of course.
Oh dear, I don't know if I have anything appropriate. I know, gumdrops. Luckily the water didn't get into it. There is exactly one of these all around.
She must have a prize herself.
You don't have anything else in your pocket?
Only a piece of eat-me cake.
Hand it over.
We beg your acceptance to take the seat.
Oh no, I'm big again. I do wish I had Dinah here.
And who was Dinah?
Dinah's my cat.
Did you say cat?
Oh, I beg your pardon. I forgot mice don't like cats.
Not like cats? Would you like cats if you were me? Little vulgar things. Don't let me hear you say cat. It's
Oh, I didn't mean to offend you. She's actually better at catching birds than she is mice.
I must be getting old.
Oh, I didn't mean to upset you. I'm sure if you met Dinah, you'd find her quite good company. Well, now I've gone and done it. No one in Wonderland sings like a cat. I wonder if I shall ever see my Dinah again. I mustn't cry, not after what happened last time.
Always speak the truth. Think before you speak. Write it down afterward.
Here comes someone. Perhaps she can help me. Oh dear, she does look odd, like a walking chess piece.
Where do you come from? Where are you going? Look up, speak nicely, and do not twiddle your fingers all the time.
I wonder if you can help me. I'm afraid I've lost my way.
I don't know what you mean by your way. All the ways around here belong to me. Why did you come out here at all? Curtsy while you think of what to say. It saves time. Why are you staring?
It's your crown. It's the strangest crown I've ever seen. It looks exactly like a chess piece.
It is a chess piece. I'm the red chess queen. Don't you know anything? Look out there. What do you see?
Why, the countryside looks exactly like a giant chessboard.
Open your mouth a little wider when you speak, and always say, Your Majesty.
There ought to be some chessmen roaming about, and so there are. Of course, Your Majesty. It's a great huge game of chess being played all over the world. Oh, what fun it is. I wouldn't mind being a chess pawn if only I could join in the game. Although I should like to be a queen best, of course, Your Majesty.
That's easily managed. When you get to the 8th square, you'll be a queen.
That's all there is to it.
You're not there yet.
Oh, my sister would be so surprised. Here, Dinah.
No more talking, only running.
Running?
Faster, faster!
Where are we going?
Faster, faster, now!
Oh, this is stranger than the caucus race.
Faster, faster, faster! You may rest a little now.
Why? I don't believe that we've gone anywhere. Everything is just as it was.
Of course it is. How else would you have it?
Well, in my country, you generally get to somewhere else, that is, if you run very fast for some time, as we've been doing.
A slow sort of country. You see, here, it takes all the running you can do to stay in the same place. If you want to get to somewhere else, you must run at least twice as fast. And remember, in Wonderland, the more things change, the more they stay the same.
But how am I to reach the 8th square?
Take a train, I should think. You'll find yourself in the 4th square in no time. That square belongs to Tweedledee and Tweedledum. The 5th is mostly water. The 6th belongs to Humpty Dumpty. And the 7th is forest. However, one of the knights will show you the way. And when you get to the 8th square, we shall be queens together, monarchs supreme, all feasting and fun.
Okay, can't wait. Can we go at once?
Off with his head! Off with his head!
Whoever is that?
Off with his, I don't say.
Head.
What do you suppose the poor fellow has done?
The queen of hearts, she made some tarts all on a summer's day. The knave of hearts, he stole his tarts and took them quite away.
Off with his!
Head.
Oh, I do wish she'd stop saying that.
Off with her head!
Oh!
Don't forget the croquet game. Bring your own flamingo. Yes, ma'am. Proceed. Sentence first, verdict afterwards. Stop. I go first. Sentence first, verdict afterwards. Off with his head.
Oh, isn't the poor fellow to get a trial?
I suppose.
Why do you have to bring the flamingo to her croquet game?
Silly question. The Queen of Hearts is ruler here. We do as she commands. Use the flamingos as mallets. Hit the croquet ball. Go wrong. The square is quite some distance. We'll have to run twice as fast. Faster! Faster!
I'm trying. Oh, wait. Please wait. Don't leave me behind. I'm running as fast as I can. Wait. Wait.
You are all sleepy, and your jaws are too weak for anything tougher than suet. Yet you finished the goose with the bones and the meat. Pray, how did you manage to do this?
Oh, I'll never catch up with the Red Queen. I've never seen anyone run as fast as she. Oh!
Who are you?
A hardly know ma'am at present. I know who I was when I got up this morning.
What do you mean by that? Explain yourself.
I'm afraid I can't put it more clearly. Wonderland is such a strange place, and it does confuse one.
Not a bit.
It certainly confuses me.
You? Who are you?
I think you ought to tell me who you are first.
Why?
Oh, I'm not going to stand here and listen to any more of this Wonderland nonsense.
That's all you're going to find in Wonderland. North, east, southwest, all in those places. Wait,
Well,
can you recite your favorite poem?
what is your favorite poem?
Your old Father William.
I think so.
Begin.
You are old, Father William, the young man said, and your hair has become very white. But yet you incessantly stand on your head. Do you think, at your age, it is right?
Another verse. Only louder. Don't slur your words.
In my youth, Father William replied to his son, I feared it might injure the brain. But now that I'm perfectly sure, I have none where I do it again and again.
Another verse. More feeling into it.
You are old, said the youth, as I've mentioned before, and have grown uncommonly fat. Yet you turn a back somersault in at the door. Pray, what is the reason of that?
Stop. That is not said right. Brought from beginning to end.
I wish you creatures in Wonderland wouldn't be so easily offended.
You'll get used to it in time.
I'm afraid I'm swamped. Oh, look, it's those card soldiers.
Make way, make way.
Excuse me, sirs. May I ask what you have there? It looks quite intriguing.
Indeed it is. This is quite important evidence for the upcoming trial of the main parts.
Legal evidence? May I see? May I just take a quick peek?
Be quick.
Oh, that must be me. But she looks nothing at all like me. But she mocks every movement that I make. Oh!
But wait, I don't feel quite right. Oh, this world is so strange.
For the Duchess, an invitation to play croquet for the Duchess. Oh, the Duchess, won't you be sad if I kept her waiting? An invitation to play croquet. Oh dear, I'm late. For the Duchess, from the Queen of Hearts, an invitation to play croquet.
There's no use in knocking.
Why not?
First, because I answered the door, and I'm on the same side of the door as you are. Second, they're making so much noise inside, no one can possibly hear you.
I don't hear anything.
You will.
If no one answers the door, then how am I to get in?
Are you to get in at all? That's the question.
It's really dreadful the way all the creatures argue. It's enough to drive one crazy. I'm sure the caterpillar was wrong. I won't get used to it in time.
Suit yourself.
But what am I to do?
Anything you like.
There's no use talking to him. He's perfectly idiotic. Anybody home? Hello? Anybody home? Hello?
Be happy to you, little boy, and beat him when he sees this. Achoo! He only does this too, and all because he knows that he's this. Achoo! Add more pepper.
Wow. Get me from that. There's too much pepper in that soup.
Too much pepper in that soup? There's plenty for me.
Would you tell me what this is?
Don't you know anything? You're looking at a Cheshire Cat.
It's not a cat at all. It's a smile.
More like a grin.
I've often seen a cat without a grin, but a grin without a cat? That's the most curious thing I ever saw in all my life.
You haven't seen much, and that's a fact.
I beg your pardon?
Why? I don't beg yours. You shouldn't beg mine. It's only fair. Besides, begging isn't nice.
Be careful. You might hurt the baby.
Pig.
Would you tell me why your cat grins like that?
What a dull girl you are. The Cheshire Cat. I told you. They always grin. It's all they're good for.
I didn't know Cheshire cats always grin.
They can,
In
and
fact-
most of them too.
In fact, I didn't know they could grin at all.
They always do. Here, you take it. I must go get ready to play croquet with the Queen.
I must take this baby away before I don't know what will happen to it. It's not a baby. It's a pig. See for yourself. Oh my! It's a pig! Don't grunt. Grunting is not a proper way of expressing yourself. If you're going to turn into a pig, my dear, I'll have nothing more to do with you.
Give it here. I know how to give this sort.
If it had grown up, it would have been a dreadfully ugly child.
But I'd rather pants pig, I think.
I can't stand her making no progress. I'm on my way to the 8th just right.
In that case, you better have more papa.
Achoo! Achoo!
Wow, wow, wow.
Stop, please stop! Achoo! Achoo!
Whatever has become of that little girl? She'll never make it to the 8th square the way she runs and plays nonsense. You can't be off to play croquet with the police. Why not? You don't have a flamingo. I have an invitation. One invitation is worth more than 2 flamingos. We mustn't keep her waiting. You know how angry the queen of hearts can get. I know how angry I can get if I stand in one place for too long. Shall we run twice as fast? We shall.
That looks like a quite good-natured cat. Perhaps you can help me.
No, not seeing you again.
Again? Have we ever met?
Back at the Duchess, don't you want to meet on the Cheshire Cat?
I met your grin there, but I didn't meet you.
I was there all the time. I've been up to the strike.
Where's your grin now?
Back in the kitchen, even before that here everywhere I go, so I might feel it.
I'm trying to reach the 8th square. Would you tell me which way I should walk from here?
That depends on where the other one goes. In that direction, Mr. Hyde. In that direction, Mr. Marshall. You can either like, they're both mad.
I don't want to go among mad people.
Oh, you can't help that. We're all mad here. I'm mad, you're mad.
How do you know I'm mad?
You must be, or you want to have some here. You think we'll get what you can today?
I should like to. I haven't been invited.
The queen does do a smashing party. By the way, talk to the baby. Like that.
It turned into a pig.
I'll tell you what. It was
Hey, Square, how do I reach it? Oh, Cheshire Cat, won't you come back? Oh!
If you think we're waxwork, you ought to pay, you know. Waxwork weren't made to be looked at for nothing. No, how? Come to life. If you think we're alive, you ought to see.
I didn't mean to stare. This must be Tweedledum and Tweedledee. I'm in the 4th square. Would you tell me which is the best way out of the woods?
You've begun wrong. The first thing in a visit is to say, how do you do? And shake hands.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Shall we dance? Delighted. 4 times round is enough for one dance. Know how? Count twice.
I have so much to ask. I hope you're not tired from your little dance.
Thank you for asking. Much obliged. Do you like poetry?
Would you please tell me which path I should take?
The walrus and the carpenter is our favorite.
I don't think I care to hear it.
It's all about a walrus and a carpenter who treats some oysters into taking a walk with them. And then they eat the oysters.
You shouldn't laugh. I feel sorry for the little oysters.
Don't be. They weren't real. Besides, you haven't heard the poem.
I don't intend to.
In that case, we'll begin at once.
Selfish things.
The walrus and the carpenter were walking close at hand. They wept like anything to see such quantities of sand. And if this were only cleared away, they said it would be grand. Oh, oysters, come and walk with us. The walrus is the beach. A pleasant walk, a pleasant talk along the briny beach. We cannot do it more than 4. Give a hand to each.
The eldest oyster looked at him, but never a word he said. The eldest oyster winked his eye and shook his heavy head, meaning to say he did not choose to leave the oyster bed. But four young oysters hurried up while he got for a tree. Their bills were brushed, their rights washed, their shoes were clean and neat. And this was bad because you know they hadn't any feet.
More tea? How nice, how civilized tea time.
Oh, I hope I'm not intruding.
Who is she? Didn't you invite her? Certainly not. No room for extra guests. Have some wine.
I don't see anyone.
That's because there isn't any.
But it wasn't fun to offer it.
It wasn't polite for you to sit down without being invited.
I didn't know it was your table, except for a great many more than three. You're now sleeping on the table, and it must be very uncomfortable for the poor thing. Only, as he's asleep, I suppose he doesn't mind.
Your hair was cutting.
You shouldn't make personal remarks. It's very rude.
What day of the month is it?
The fourth.
2 days off. I told you butter wouldn't suit the works. It was the best butter. Oh, yes, some crumbs must have gotten into it as well. You shouldn't have put it in with a bread knife.
Funny watch. It tells the day of the month, but not the hour.
Oh, why should it? Does your watch tell you what year it is?
Of course not, because it stays the same year for such a long time.
Which is just a month.
I don't understand you.
I'll move on, please. No, thank you.
I certainly don't find it very funny.
If you knew time as well as I do, you wouldn't talk about wasting it. It's him.
I don't know what you mean.
That's because I bet you've never been spoken to before.
I know to beat time when I learn music.
That accounts for it. He won't stand for a beating. I quoted him last month, just before he went mad.
Much, I'm much here. Ha 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 ha.
Don't you remember? It was a great concert given by the Queen. I had to sing, twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder where you're at. Up above the world you fly like a teacher in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle,
Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle, twinkle, twinkle, twinkle.
Pinch his nose and make it stop. Let's all move on, please.
I'd hardly finished the first verse when the Queen brought out, "It's murdering time! Off with his head!"
She does like that expression.
Ever since then, time won't do a thing. It's always tea time now. We never have time to wash the plates, the cups, or the saucers.
That's why you keep changing places.
There's gotta be a hiccup somewhere.
But what happens when you're back to where you started?
Let's keep going.
Well, I should like a story, but I'm afraid I don't know one.
A story.
And be quick about it, you'll be asleep again before it's done.
Once upon a time, there were 3 little sisters. Their names were Elsie, Lacey, and Tilly. They lived at the bottom of the molasses well.
What did they live on?
Molasses, of course, what else?
Well, see,
I haven't had any yet.
you can't take less.
You mean you can't take less? It's easier to take more than nothing.
Nobody asked your opinion.
Who's making personal remarks now?
Oh dear, the dormouse has fallen asleep again.
Wake up, wake up!
And so these 3 little sisters, they were learning to draw, you know.
What did they draw?
If you can draw water out of a water well, I should think that you could draw molasses out of a molasses well. Eh, stupid?
But they were in the well.
Of course they were. Well, and
Oh, stop it! Stop it, I say! I've never seen such rude behavior. Oh, I'll never go there again.
At least something before the door has to sleep again.
Oh, the swim in the teapot!
Yes, yes. Oh, yes. Let's open the door. Please. Please.
You know what? You want to change the wrong color to win.
Whatever. Let's just get the job done. Look out, don't go splashing paint on me like that.
Couldn't help it. You jogged my elbow.
That's right. Always lay the blame on others.
You better not talk. I had to clean sailing yesterday. You couldn't be beheaded.
What for?
That's none of your business.
Yes, it is his business, and I'll tell him. Since we're making the cook kill the brutes instead of like.
Well, all the unjust things.
Am I about done?
Almost.
Excuse me, sirs. Why are you painting that dog vein red?
We see here, miss, this year ought to have been a red dog vein. We put in a white dog vein in my mistake. And if the queen were to find out, she'd be furious. That should do it.
Just right.
Best be on your way.
Oh, but I'm trying to reach the 8th square. I seem to have missed the train station.
The real question is, did the train miss you?
We need more paint.
What a peculiar garden. Dog vein, foxglove, nightshade, tiger lily. Oh, they're all poisonous flowers. I might as well try talking to them to get any sense from those two carved soldiers.
I couldn't agree more.
Oh,
I didn't mean to sorry you.
I didn't know you could talk.
We can talk when there's anybody worth talking to.
Can all the flowers talk?
Yes, but a great deal more.
She has nice color.
I don't care about her color. Only if her colors were curled a little more. Just. Are you a toxic plant?
I'm not a toxic plant or a flower. I'm a human being.
That's the problem.
Aren't you frightened of being planted up here? What would you do if danger were to come?
Danger, ha ha ha. They should be afraid of us. Besides,
There's a tree nearby.
Oh, but what on earth could a tree do?
Its branches can say bow wows. That's why its branches are called bows.
You mean it barks?
Bark, 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 bark. Science, everybody do.
Goodness gracious, barking flowers? Why can you all talk and bark?
Feel the ground.
It's very hard.
In most gardens, you put flowers in really soft plants so they are simple.
Never thought of that before. Are there any more people in the garden? Yes.
The same upper sheep is much paler.
I think she has shorter petals.
Does she ever come out here?
I hear her footsteps. Don't go along around the wall.
I don't want to listen to it. She sounds like soft nonsense.
Let's put ourselves somewhere else.
They not only talk, they walk. Things indeed are getting curiouser and curiouser.
Grandmother, grandmother,
Oh,
grandmother,
someone's lost their shawl.
grandmother, grandmother,
I have your shawl. This is your shawl, isn't it?
grandmother, grandmother.
Oh, I do hope she'll be able to carry on at least a decent conversation. Am I addressing the White Queen?
well, yes. If you call that A-dressing, I've been A-dressing myself for the past 2 hours. Nothing I wear fits right.
Oh, may I put on your shawl for you?
Temperamental shawl. There's no pleasing it. I pinned it all on one side.
It won't hang right if you pin it all on one side.
Quite true, my dear. I'm afraid I'm a mess.
I could tidy up your hair if you like.
Well, I'm really messy. The brush got entangled in my hair. I lost the comb yesterday.
You really should get a maid.
You can be my maid. I'll give you 2 cents a week and jam every other day.
I'm afraid I don't like jam.
Well, you couldn't have it even if you did want it.
Why not?
The rule is jam tomorrow and jam yesterday, but never jam today. It's the effect of living backwards.
Living backwards? I've never heard of such a thing.
My memory works both ways. I can remember things that happened the week after next. Forwards and backwards.
Forwards and backwards? I'm sure mine only works one way. What sort of things do you remember best?
I remember the trial of the name of cards for stealing cards and the trial had been started. Ow! Oh, my finger's bleeding.
Oh, did you nick your finger?
Not yet, but I shall when I fasten the shawl of my brooch. Hold this here. Temperamental shawl. It always gets stuck. There.
Now you've gone and done it.
Of course, I told you I would. Force you listening.
Well, why don't you jump and scream about now?
I've already done the screaming and shouting. What good would it be doing all over again?
Everything is so different here. I can't believe much of what I see and hear.
You haven't had much practice, have you? Close your eyes. Turn around. Keep turning.
Where's the White Queen?
Would you like to hear it too?
She was here a moment ago. Besides, I've heard quite enough stories since I've been in Wonderland.
Stories? We're talking about stories. I'm talking about mine's a long story.
Your tale is certainly long, but why is it sad?
Birdie, says the mouse. That man in the house. Let us both go to law. You're not paying attention.
I beg your pardon.
What's this in the
Quite true. Please do continue.
I will promise. Come, I'll take note of that. You must have me now. You've nothing to do. Look at travelers. No judgment.
Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear!
Dear, you said to the mouse.
Oh dear!
She's the one I call herself out.
Oh!
Take her
Oh!
Come, I'll take note of that. You must have me now.
Let's hear the girls in the torrent.
Wonder what he's done.
Oh, he stole some torrent. Oh. You think she go?
I think he better.
Yes, but on the way. Like what? So, are those caucus words?
Yes, harvesters! Go! Faster! Faster!
I hope it's safe. Is it? Humpty Dumpty! How exactly like an egg she is! I said you look like an egg. Some eggs are very pretty. My name is Alice. Must the name mean something? Why do you sit out here all alone? Wouldn't you be safer on the ground?
If I did call, the King of Hearts has promised to send all his horses and all of his men.
I can't imagine what good that would do. Everybody knows the answer to that. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men could not put Humpty Dumpty back together again.
Stop. What is carol words? Not a word of hearing to
I didn't mean to upset you.
change southern. I insist.
Oh, that's a beautiful belt you have on. Or is it a bow tie?
It's the most provoking thing my Christmas television a belt and a bow tie.
I'm not used to dealing with eggs.
It was an unbirthday present from their Majesties.
What is an birthday present?
How many kids in your
365.
and how many birthdays do you have?
One.
There you have it. Only one day for presents. One birthday, so you get 364 days a year.
Never thought of that before.
Now I shall recite.
Oh, please don't.
Was
I won't listen to another poem.
Gyre and dimple in the wave.
I'm tired of listening to poems.
Dear me, you are disagreeable. These I shall now recite is written entirely for your amusement.
Oh, no.
In winter, when the fields are white, I sing a song for your delight.
I really must be going. Till we meet again.
I didn't know you didn't see me. You're so exactly like the other people. Two eyes, nose in the middle, mouth under, now you two eyes on the same side. No friends, that would be somehow.
It wouldn't look very nice.
Please try.
Oh, it's the looking glass.
Take a look at yourself now.
Oh!
Well, you've still got two eyes on top, nose in the middle, and mouth under.
Of all the unsatisfactory people I've ever met.
Faster!
Oh dear, I'm afraid I have gumdrops. The least you can do is say goodbye.
Sentence first, verdict afterwards. Sentence first, verdict afterwards.
Then hay.
Hay?
A handful of hay and people will
I should keep snowing cold water on you would be better.
No, what did she go?
Nothing.
I wish I had slept outside to see that,
My crown.
Are you walking?
Yes. Alice.
What's it?
Oh, look! I'm quite queen. How fast she can run.
She must be being chased by an enemy. The woods are cold.
If that's true, then won't you help her?
She wants to do better. That's my friend.
I'm trying to reach the square. Could you help?
No.
People in this room make me so angry.
1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1.
Now what? You're the knight who did battle with the card soldier. Did you win?
Yes, I always win. Even if I lose, I tell myself I win so I can feel better about myself.
Doesn't sound like sensible reasoning to me.
No sense at all, my dear. No reason either. Oh, I see you're admiring my lunch pail. I keep it upside down. It's no rainwater.
But things can get out. Did you know the lid is open?
Oh no, I didn't know. The mayonnaise, the mustard, the dog biscuits, they're all gone.
You have a mouse trap on your horse's neck.
An invention of mine.
It isn't likely there would be any mice on a horse.
Oh, but if there was, I wouldn't want them scurrying about, scraping hair for anything.
Perhaps you can help me. I'm awfully tired. I don't know if I can walk another step. I'm trying to reach the 8th square.
Delighted. Hop on. You're only a few more yards to go, over the brook and across the river, and you'll meet Queen Alice. Whoa, horsey, whoa, whoa.
Looks like you haven't had much practice.
What makes you say that?
Because a person who's had much practice wouldn't fall off their horse.
Oh, but that's the art of riding, is to keep your balance. Comfy?
Yes, thank you.
1, 2, 1. Whoa! 1, 2, 1. Whoa!
You've missed the fish and soup.
Bread and butter, bread and butter.
Don't forget the mutton.
And we mustn't forget the pudding.
Now what? Who's
1,
coming?
2, 1.
I'm ready, yes?
1, 2, 1. You'll find your crown somewhere near, I have no doubt.
Thank you. You've been very kind.
You didn't cry as much as I thought you would. Whoa, horsey, whoa!
Watch what you're doing.
1, 2,
Fuzzy!
1.
Poor
1, 2.
man. He's really not the horse that he thinks he is.
Well, about time you got here.
Were you expecting me?
Queen Alice. Your Majesty.
This is grand. I never expected I should be queen so soon.
I invite you to Alice's dinner party this afternoon.
And I invite you. If I am to have a party, I think I ought to invite the guests.
We gave you the opportunity of doing that, but I can see you haven't had many lessons in manners.
Can you do addition? Yes.
What's 1 and 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 1.
I don't know. I lost count.
She can't do addition. Take a bone for a dog. What remains?
The bone would remain if I took it. The dog would remain. It would come to bite me. And I certainly wouldn't remain.
Then you think nothing would remain?
I think that's the answer. Yes.
Wrong. The dog's temper would remain.
Perhaps you'd feel better if we introduced her to the mutton.
Good idea. Call in the mutton. Bring the mutton.
I don't think I care to be introduced to anyone else.
Don't be shy, Alice. You've got to learn to meet people. Alice, mutton, mutton, Alice.
I don't care to be introduced to a leg of lamb, if you don't mind.
But the leg of lamb does not deceive. Mine has feelings too, you know.
Take care, take care. Oh, something's going to happen.
Catch up to run awfully fast and a leg of lamb. Oh goodness, the leg of lamb has sprouted wings. It's flying away. Here I am in 8th square without a crown, and no one seems to be very friendly. Dinah again.
Oh, the twin parts. Won't you be savage if I've kept you waiting?
I wish I never saw you in the hedge.
Gracious, what's wrong, Alice?
You're a fine one to ask. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here. First, I was told I would get a crown and become Queen Alice. All I had to do is find the 8th square, and I found it, and I'm as I was. I'm lost and lonely, and I do so need a friend.
Friend? You can be my friend. I've never had one, you know.
Why?
I've never given it much thought before.
I would be delighted to be your friend.
As friends, we should give each other getting acquainted gifts.
I love gifts. What is it?
Your crown.
How lovely.
Here you go.
This isn't a crown. It's a carrot.
Here is your crown. Now you must give me my gift.
I hope you like it. I didn't have much time to shop.
Thank you. We'll want it later. Now we must be going.
Are we going to play croquet with the Queen?
Certainly not. You're expected at the trial.
I am?
You're a witness. Now come along.
I am?
Off with his head! You haven't had the trial yet, my dear. Stuff and nonsense.
You can't have nonsense and pepper won't taste right.
I've never been to a trial before. I imagine it's quite exciting. I suppose they're the jury.
I suppose, you suppose, we all suppose.
What are they doing? They can't have anything to write down. The trial hasn't started yet.
They're putting down the names, but afraid they'll forget them before it's over.
Silence in the court!
Silence in the court!
Read these accusations.
Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts, all on a summer's day.
I've already heard the accusation.
The Knave of Hearts, he stole those tarts and took them quite away.
That's my card.
Call the first witness.
First witness!
Oh, it's that Mad Hatter. Did you hold these for me?
Hey, what does it taste like?
I don't know. Let's try. Not now. Coming? I'm coming. I'm not going to fall. I'm coming.
I beg your pardon, Your Majesty. I hadn't quite finished my tea when I was sent for.
You ought to have finished.
When did you start? The 14th of March, I think it was. 16th. Give your evidence.
Take off your hat.
It isn't mine. Stolen! Write that down. I keep past the cell. I have none of my own.
Give your evidence. Don't be nervous. I shall have you executed on the spot.
I'm a poor woman, Your Majesty. You are a very poor speaker.
Poor creature, she's frightened of the king.
Silence in the court.
Silence in the court!
I'm afraid I don't know much about this case.
She isn't much of use.
You may be excused. Oh, it's tea time again. Call the next witness.
Next witness!
Give your evidence.
No.
Then let it out.
You're supposed to cross-examine the witness?
If I have to, I will. What are the tarts made of?
Pepper, mostly.
Tarts aren't made of pepper mostly. They're made of molasses.
Collar that dormouse. Turn that dormouse out of court.
Suppress him.
Pinch him. Off with his whiskers.
They certainly don't have much evidence yet.
Call the next witness.
Next witness!
Next witness, Alice, step forward.
Give your evidence.
I know nothing.
Nothing whatever.
Nothing whatever.
Then that saves a world of trouble.
Then we don't have to look for any.
All right, Rabbit, help me.
No, not yet. There's something to come before that. This piece of paper has just been picked up. Read what's on the paper. It's a set of verses written by a prisoner, or a poem. What is it?
good beginning, of course.
They told me you had been to her and mentioned me to him. She gave me a good character, but said I could not swim.
Stop! That's the most important piece of evidence we've heard yet. Write that down.
Nonsense. There's not a word of meaning in it.
She doesn't believe there's a word of meaning in it.
Let me see it. But said I could not swim. Can you swim?
Go your majesty.
Then it could have been you.
Brilliant!
Isn't there one more piece of evidence to come?
Bring in the last piece of evidence.
Oh, it's the looking glass. I knew it was to come soon. Oh, this isn't a trial at all. It's a mockery.
Hold your tongue.
I won't.
Off with her head. Caesar!
Oh, you're nothing but a pack of cards. Nothing but a pack of cards. Nothing but a pack of cards. Nothing but a pack of cards.
It was a white rabbit with a pocket watch.
Come out like you.
It was a wonderful dream.
A white rabbit and pocket watch. Who would have heard of such a thing?
Oh, the Duchess. Won't she be savage if I kept her waiting?
Take some pictures of the whole cast if you like. So feel free to stand up, move around. Guys, group it up together, nice and tight like we were before.